Next News, breaking news.
Folks, the left is having an absolute meltdown right now, and I mean a full-blown screaming in airports, calling federal agents Nazis kind of meltdown. Why? Because President Trump just proved them wrong again. ICE agents deployed to help struggling airports are actually working. Wait times in Atlanta have dropped from hours to under 40 minutes. Instead of celebrating that Americans can actually catch their flights now, Democrats are out there harassing the very agents helping them. You will not believe the footage we've got for you right now. The question is, what are they so afraid of? But here's what this means for you. If you've traveled through a major airport recently, you know the nightmare, hours-long wait lines, missed flights, frustrated families, chaos everywhere. The TSA hemorrhaging staff and Democrats in Congress been playing games with funding. Your time, your money, your vacation, your business trip, all held hostage by Washington dysfunction. So what does President Trump do? He sends in ICE to fill the gap, restore order, and get Americans moving again. And it's working. Atlanta's reporting wait times under 40 minutes now. But here's where it gets personal. The same Democrats who caused the mess are now screaming that the solution is the problem. They'd rather you suffer in line for hours than let Trump score a win. They'd rather your family miss their flight than admit federal agents can actually help. It's not about policy anymore. It's about political establishment that hates you so much, they'll sabotage your daily life just to oppose this president. Speaking of protecting what matters, I'm going to ask you something very important. New numbers out of Washington show that inflation's on the rise again. Another threat to you, your savings account, and your retirement. Now ask yourself an honest question. Does your dollar go as far as it did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even last year? Well, Democrats play games with your airports and your tax dollars. What does the next decade look like for you and your savings? If your portfolio lacks exposure to gold, one of history's most reliable economic hedges, it's time to rethink your strategy. Gold has kept up with inflation and in many periods has outpaced it significantly, and that's why I trust Noble Gold Investments. They're offering Next News viewers a free 10th-ounce American Gold Eagle with qualifying purchases. Now go to nextnewsgold.com. Don't let Washington's chaos drain your retirement. Protect yourself by going to nextnewsgold.com. Now let's go back to the absolute circus happening at our nation's airports. Yes, this is what the mainstream media won't show you. We've got footage of a protester at Newark International literally screaming at ICE agents, calling them Nazis, telling them to go back to their master. These are federal officers who showed up to help Americans get through security faster, and the response from the left, harassment, intimidation, dangerous rhetoric that puts those agents and their families at risk. Wait till you see what Senator Cory Booker had to say about this. The hypocrisy is breathtaking. Whoops. President Trump sending ICE agents to Atlanta has cut wait times by hours. The Democrats and CNN hate hearing that.
What have you been seeing them doing?
Yep. Finally, we can take a deep breath here. The numbers have dropped off. The lines are getting shorter. I think the average wait time now is under 40 minutes. So if you have a flight to catch today, it's a good time to come to Hartsfield-Jackson International. Wow. Talking about those ICE agents, you can see a few behind me right there. And then I'm going to walk you this direction, and you can see some more of them gathered over here. This is what they've been doing for the most part today, is doing the patrols around the airport, talking and gathering, not really helping the public in the sense of they're not taking tickets from anybody. They're not interacting with the public we've seen so far. They're not checking anyone's ID at the TSA.
Down to 40 minutes from 5 hours. President Trump's ICE deployment in Atlanta has slashed wait times, leaving Democrats fuming, but at Newark Airport, tensions are running high, with protests against ICE agents erupting. A liberal yelling at ICE agents in Newark.
Nazis don't belong in America, and they don't belong in airports.
Look at all those Nazis standing around. They look so intimidating. ICE agents facing vitriol from liberals at Newark. Democrat Senator Cory Booker ramps up the rhetoric, calling their deployment reckless, a reckless power play.
And so what's happening today in America that should outrage everybody?
What?
He's taking this very same agency that has been bursting into our schools, into our churches, into our hospitals, into our courts, and even into the homes of Americans. He's taking that agency that is reckless and out of control and bringing them to our airports under the lie that somehow this is going to help deal with the long lines that he created in the first place. This is an outrage. We should not have an agency that America doesn't trust, an agency that literally has seen violence against Americans, an agency that is tearing away American families, tearing apart American families, and arresting and detaining Americans, and violating due process rights and civil rights.
Okay, Bathroom Booker. His accusations against Trump and ICE ignite outrage, but let's not forget who's really holding TSA funding hostage. A far-left protester at Newark tries to pin the blame solely on Trump.
Trump, go back to your master. Move it, exactly. And Netanyahu, if he's still alive, go back to your master.
You know, the irony here is that the fact that they are there on site probably allowed her to catch her flight sooner. Far-left protester harassing ICE agents at Newark. Here's another clown. Bathroom Booker again.
I'm almost at the Newark airport right now, and I've got one simple message.
Oh, yeah?
Get ICE out of my airports and fund TSA. We have tried over and over again to stop you from holding hostage the TSA and causing all this pain to the American people. And you won't do it, Donald Trump. You won't do it because you want to use our TSA agents and the American people, you want to use them as political pawns.
No, that's what you're doing, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you're doing. So here's what's really going on, and the establishment doesn't want you to see it. See, Democrats created the airport crisis through their funding games and open border policies that stretched federal resources to the breaking point. Then when President Trump steps in with a solution that actually works, wait times cut by hours in Atlanta. They scream bloody murder. Cory Booker calls ICE reckless and out of control for helping people catch their flights, right? Protesters calling agents Nazis for managing crowd flow. This is the Democrat playbook exposed. Create the problem, block the solution, blame Trump, and repeat. But Americans aren't buying it anymore. They see the results, they see who's actually helping them and who's screaming in the airports like lunatics. So the story tells you everything you need to know about where we are in America right now. On one side, you have President Trump and his administration actually solving problems, deploying resources, cutting wait times, helping American families get where they need to go. On the other side, you have Democrats and their radical base literally harassing federal agents for doing their jobs, calling them Nazis, and lying about who created the mess in the first place. The contrast couldn't be clearer. So I want to know what you think. Should ICE continue helping at airports despite the left's attacks? Drop a yes or no in the comments right now. And since you got to the end of the video, a special gift from me to you because you care, because you watched this whole thing. Text raw feed to 844-840-4963. Because you watched this whole video, I know you care. And that's why you need to be on this list so that you don't have to wait for the algorithm. You have to wait for the notifications. A direct message from me to your phone. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you still believe in it. I don't want you to miss these stories that the mainstream media will bury. And check out the Next News merch shelf below this video and show your support for independent America First journalism, and share this video with everyone who needs to see the truth about what's happening at our airports. I'm Gary Franchi for the Next News Network. Stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now. You know out.